Hi everyone. Today we are going to start our new topic of discussion, that is squamous papilloma. As you know, today we are going to start with the epithelial tissue tumor. So in this tumor, this is the first epithelial tissue tumor, that is squamous papilloma. Now, what do you mean by squamous? Squamous means flat, and that flat tissue is epithelial cells. Okay, epithelial cells. Now, papillo means projection. Something there is projection. कोई प्रोजेक्शन के बारे में बात कर रहा है. ओमा मीन्स बेनाइन ट्यूमर का सफिक्स. ठीक है, मीन्स एनी ट्यूमर which is originating from the epithelial tissue or epithelial cell having papillary projection, finger like projection, इसीलिए इसका नाम हो गया squamous papilloma. Okay, this is clear. Now some general introductory point, that it is fourth most common tumor of epithelial सेल्स और टिश्यूज. एपिथेलियल सेल या टिश्यू का फोर्थ मोस्ट कॉमन है. दैट मीन्स दैट इज आउट ऑफ एवरी 1000 बायोप्सी डन, द फोर्थ इन बायोप्सी विल बी ऑफ स्क्वैमस पैपिलोमा. नाउ कम टू डिस्कस अबाउट एटियोलॉजी. मैं फास्ट जा रहा हूं थोड़ा सा, बिकॉज इंट्रोडक्शन उतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, इटियोलॉजी इंपॉर्टेंट है. सी, etiology. In the etiology, you will realize that one virus is associated, that is humus papilloma virus. Human papilloma virus 6th and 11th strain is associated with this tumor. But see, everybody thinks that, see, this is a virus is associated, so it must be contagious. It must be like transmitting the infection from one person to another. But this is a myth. It is not true. Remember, this is not true. It cannot be transmitted. It cannot be transmitted. Okay? It cannot be transmitted, or it is not a contagious infection or tumor. Okay, this is clear. Now come to the clinical feature. It is very important to revise the clinical feature. See, in every lecture we follow the same rule: first age, sex, site, and then the clinical presentation of the tumor. See, in the age, it affects any age group, but most particularly, if you want, then it is 3rd, 4th and 5th decade of the life. It can even affect children also. See, okay. Now, sex. There is no sex predilection as such, but in this tumor, male and female can be equally or little female predilection. Okay, now site. In the site, tongue, gingiva, lips, palate, and one more thing, area adjacent to uvula. इवुला के आसपास का एरिया भी अफेक्टेड हो सकता है विथ दिस ट्यूमर. नाउ द क्लिनिकल प्रेजेंटेशन. इन द क्लिनिकल प्रेजेंटेशन, it is very clearly written that it is exophytic growth. Now come to know what is exophytic growth. See, exophytic, मान लो ये आपका बॉडी टिश्यू है. बॉडी टिश्यू के आउटर सरफेस पे जो ग्रोथ होता है उसको एक्सोफाइटिक कहते हैं. ठीक है, जो बॉडी टिश्यू के आउटर सरफेस पे जो ग्रोथ होता है that is called exophytic. Okay, so it shows exophytic growth, and this tumor will be pedunculated or sessile. Pedunculated means there will be a stalk, and over that stalk a finger like projection will be there, or it can be like this, that is sessile. This tumor is presenting like a finger like projection, and this is why the name papilloma has been given. Finger like projection, okay, with roughened or verrucous border, and gives a look of, very important line, and you must write in the exam, that is cauliflower like appearance. आपने घर में बंद गोभी देखा होगा, आपने गोभी देखा होगा घर में, कॉलीफ्लावर लाइक अपीयरेंस। गोभी जो होता है आपने देखा होगा कि गोभी में ऊपर ऐसे ऐसे उसके फल होते हैं और नीचे एक डंटे जैसा होता है, एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ अपीयरेंस इज सीन इन द केस ऑफ squamous papilloma. In the pop-up button, you must be seeing the picture how it is appearing. Now, the clinical picture is clear. It is a well circumscribed lesion. Very important line. It is a well circumscribed lesion. ये जो lesion जिस area में होगा, that lesion will be well circumscribed, and it is the clinical picture of the squamous papilloma. Now, the lesion size can be from few mm to centimeter, मतलब छोटे से लेकर के बड़ा साइज तक हो सकता है. One important feature, that is verrucous vulgaris. See, verrucous vulgaris is a common skin wart. This is also caused by the human papilloma virus, but verrucous vulgaris, the strain of human papilloma virus is HPV2, HPV4 and HPV40. When I was in the UG time, I used to revise, it is 2440, and etiology is clear. Now, it is contagious. जो ह्यूमन पेपिलोमा वायरस के द्वारा किया जाने वाला, इट इज अ वेरुकस वल्गेरिस दैट इज कॉन्टेजियस. इट कैन ट्रांसमिट इट्स इन्फेक्शन. कॉन्टेजियस होता है, कॉन्टैक्ट के थ्रू ये बढ़ता है. ओके, इन द वेरुकस वल्गेरिस यू विल सी अ नैरो स्टॉक, and then you will see there is some nodular mass. They appear white. See, the squamous papilloma was also appearing white, but they can be reddish also, and they appear white, verrucous vulgaris also, and this white appearing is just because of the excess amount of keratin. Remember, in the leukoplakia also, the excess amount of keratin had led to the white appearance of leukoplakia. And in the same way, in the squamous papilloma also, the white appearance, or in the verrucous vulgaris also, this white appearance is just because of the excess amount of keratin. Okay, then another point, squamous papilloma is associated with the another syndrome, and that is Cowden syndrome. Now, what is Cowden syndrome? See, this Cowden syndrome is a syndrome which is autosomal dominant disorder, and there is characteristic feature in this tumor syndrome, that is facial trichomonas. Okay, facial trichomonas and GIT dysfunction. It can be asked from you in the viva that what is facial trichomonas It is nothing but a facial paralysis with some tumor-like appearance on your face. See in the picture, GIT dysfunction, then there can be CNS dysfunction, then there can be neuromuscular skeletal dysfunction due to problem in the nerve line. जो nerve के along the nerve there is something problem, and so this dysfunction can be there. This Cowden syndrome is a cutaneous marker of breast cancer. Breast cancer marker. It is a cutaneous means skin marker. If there is something breast cancer is there, then it is the cutaneous marker as present. So this was all about the Cowden syndrome. Now, when papillomatosa plus fibroma, both is associated, both are present, then a special name is given to this tumor, and that is called as the Cowden syndrome. Okay, so this was all about the clinical feature of the Cowden squamous papilloma. Now we will discuss about the histopathology. And histopathology, see, in the histopathology, it is very important to remind that it is a epithelial tumor. So the epithelial tissue will be stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, then you will see that there is hyperkeratosis. Hyperkeratosis means excessive amount of keratin. Then you will see that one of the most important feature that the epithelium will be in the form of papillary projection. Papillary projection means finger-like projection. Finger-like projection will be there in the epithelium. Okay, then next, basilar hyperplasia. Basal cell hyperplasia can be seen. Then hyperchromatic nucleus, it is present in this tumor. Then another important thing that you will find that there is quillocytes. Now quillocytes present. It is being asked in the viva every time that what is quillocyte. Quillocyte is nothing but a human papillomavirus altered epithelial cell with perinuclear space. Okay, and there will be nuclear pycnosis. Means in the nucleus the space will be created, and that is in the superficial layer. Then chronic inflammatory process है, इसलिए chronic inflammatory cells present होंगे, collagen जो fibers होंगे वो present होंगे with the nutrient blood vessels. Now come to the treatment plan. So in the treatment plan, you will have to go for the surgical excision of the tumor with mucosa through which the pedunculated process is attached. See, this is the mucosa, okay, and through which this type of tumor is present. So you will need to surgically excise this whole part, okay, and this is the best way to get rid of this tumor. Then you can go for the curettage, okay, and the malignant transformation in this tumor is very rare. So intraoral verrucous can also be surgically excised. One more thing, liquid nitrogen cryotherapy for the patient of Cowden syndrome with facial tracheostomy and can be given. Then you can give keratinolytic agent so that the keratin that has been formed can be broken down, and those keratinolytic agent contain salicylic acid plus lactic acid, and that will be the effective treatment. So this was all about the squamous papilloma. Hope this video would have cleared all your concepts and doubt. So now in the next we will discuss in detail about the left part of the mucoepidermoid carcinoma, and then we will discuss about the basal cell carcinoma, then squamous cell carcinoma, and later on the epithelial and the malignant tumors and the other oral pathology, dental subjects, medical subjects, etc. Thank you. That's all for today. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For notes, you can contact to me through the Telegram or through the WhatsApp, and the link has been given in our description. Thank you. That's all. Please don't forget to press the bell icon for the more new updates of the topic and suggestion. Thank you. You can also follow us on the Instagram, where we come time to time live and discuss the different cases we came across our clinical practice. Thank you. That's all.